So you've probably wanted to make money in crypto, but you have no idea where to start, right? You don't know how to long, you don't know how to short, you don't even know what leverage trading is. Well, today I'm gonna walk you through everything. Welcome to episode 4 of the Crypto Bootcamp. I'm gonna show you everything from longs to shorts to how leverage works to how margin works to what you need to know to even execute a trade. We went through the charting setups on TradingView last episode. I showed you a lot of what we do in terms of charting, and now I'm gonna show you how we execute these plays so we can actually make the money. Because at the end of the day, if you're not making money, who gives a fuck, you know? So let's go ahead and get into this. So first off, like I said in the episode talking about what you need an exchange. But all of this is pointless if you don't understand the terminology. So let's talk longs versus shorts. How money gets made in both directions. This is a long, betting on it going up, and this is a short, betting on it going down. Very self-explanatory, elementary grade shit. You should know this already. You heard it all the time. Buy low, sell high. Like, it's half the game that you really need to know, because really everything you've been taught about money only works when price goes up. It only works in a bull market. Stocks, houses, your uncle's advice, all of it assumes one direction, and that is things go up. But you guys are missing a great part of that, and that's that you can make money when shit goes down. I mean, for example, this whole year in crypto, at the time I'm filming this video, we have been in a quote bear market where everything's just been down 60%, 50%, 40%. Everything is just bleeding, whereas stuff like the stock market is going up. Now, if you're just a regular Joe Schmo, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go with the stocks. Well, what you're failing to realize is that we're in a bull market just in the opposite direction, and that is because you can make money when these coins go down. Let's talk about the longs first. You buy first, you sell later. Profit is when it goes up. This is betting on the market going up, as you could probably guess by the green here, the long. This is where a lot of people, honestly, it's surprising how many people get confused by longs and shorts, but yes, this is like the flip side of just traditionally buying a coin. You can long it on certain exchanges, like I talked about a couple episodes ago, where, for example, you long some Bitcoin at 60,000 and you sell it at 66,000, depending on your leverage and some of the margin you're using. You can make a lot more money than just traditionally buying, one Bitcoin and selling it for $6,000. And the same goes in the opposite direction, the shorts. This is some of my favorite money to make. For example, coins like Bitcoin, they go down all the time. XRP goes down all the time. I've told you guys a little bit probably in this series already how I do it, where I long one coin and short another. My favorite coin to date is to short Bitcoin. I mean, this coin is absolutely so easy to call tops, and in my opinion, like, just check this out. This was when we were at the top of the market, right? This was near doomsday up there in October 6th. I told you guys about that. You can see we were pushing this $124,000, $125,000 area, and we were constantly rejecting. We talked about candlesticks in the last episode. This was signaling to me that we were topping out. Like, it's about to get a little bit ugly. We had a fake out dump where we went from 124 all the way down to 106. People were like, oh, it's over, sell everything. And then the market reversed. We went all the way back up about 20% to a new all-time high. And then that was the top of the market. That was it. But I remember posting videos back then telling you guys like, hey, this is the top. Throw this video up. Anyways, by the way, we're at all-time highs. Within the month, most people are going to get absolutely fucking smacked. I mean, I'm telling you right now, the people that are buying up here, where the fuck were they? Where the fuck were they at the bottom, which was like 100,000? Like, why weren't they buying here? Why are they gonna buy up here? I mentally already knew, because like I've told you guys, I could study charts, I could study stuff like Bitcoin and XRP, and I just know where it's gonna go. And that was just a fucking no-brainer in my opinion. But on the way down, had you been shorting, making money when the thing was fucking collapsing, you would have made generational wealth. And that's exactly what people do on Market Mirror. If you guys are on my app, you can literally see the whales longing and shorting shit real time. It's actually insane. Like how a whale can open up a $70 million short and then hours later it collapses. What you'll notice is that a lot of whales are selling around that time. And this usually happens when the fear and greed index, especially on the app, is in the green. Just something to look out for in this next bull run, because it is going to happen again. Once we get towards these all-time highs, you're going to see the shit. It's literally textbook definition of a top. And hey, maybe this time it's going to be up here around $140,000, $150,000. That would be pretty sick. But it is the same thing. You can short the market, betting on it going down, and make money as the shit collapses. It's the best money that you can make. If you guys have been in the automation program, I can't tell you the amount of shorts that we have taken over the last couple years, me calling tops and bottoms, where I've automated these same shorts to your account. It's literally free money. It's literally free money for so many people. So again, if you don't want to trade and you want us to do it for you, DM us crypto on Instagram. But yeah, that's it, longs and shorts. Now this is where things get a little bit confusing for most people. We need to talk spot versus future. Spot is owning the actual coin. Think going and buying Bitcoin or XRP on Coinbase, right? You don't long that shit, you're buying, right? You're buying spot. There's no leverage, there's no liquidations, you don't have to worry about losing it. You only lose when you sell for a loss, right? You could hold that shit until it gets green, but there's nothing to worry about there. I mean, the worst case scenario really is the coin goes to fucking zero and it stays at zero forever, but that's really not likely if you're trading some of the top coins. This is probably where you're at right now. This is where every beginner starts, but this is where the money's at in my opinion. Okay, this is it. Futures. It's essentially a contract you can long and short at prices. There's leverage available, so you've probably seen people do 50x, 100x, 200x leverage. Even some exchanges allow you to go above that shit, which is insane. Which is essentially, say you had $1 in your trading account, okay? Say you had $1. You can 200x that dollar and trade it as if it was $200 versus one. And keep in mind, that was a terrible example, but that's the concept, right? You could literally like 10x the amount of money that you're trading with by leveraging, but it comes with a lot more risk. And your worst case is liquidation, right? So if price has some of these wicks, or say, you know, you're up here on Bitcoin and you're longing the top, you're like, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna go higher and break out. Say you long right here at 123,000 and it goes up, touches 126, you're like, hell yeah, I'm at profit. And then we immediately reject, and then we just fucking have this massive red candle. You would probably be liquidated by that point and your money's gone. Whatever you're trading with for that trade, you know, whatever you got in your account. Now it sounds scary, but like I always say, you need to only trade with money that you're willing to lose. You should not be trading shit with grocery money, right? If you have money that you absolutely need for rent or grocery, you should not be trading. I mean, I've had some brutal losses, but it's never been to the point where I'm trading my last dollar on a fucking XRP long or a Bitcoin short. You guys have to have proper risk management. We're going to talk about this later in episode 5, but it's good to understand the distinction between spot and futures, and that's where a lot of people kind of get messed up. So what leverage actually is, I talked about this a second ago, but leverage is borrowing size. $100 at 10x trades like $1,000. You heard that right. And if you're using something like MetaTrader 4 that's called a lot size, it's the same shit. You're leveraging your money. Like if you have $100 at 1x, that's $100. If you have $100 at 5x, that's 500. 100 at 10, that's 1,000. You're 20x leveraging, you're acting like your account has $2,000 in it. Now there is pluses and minuses to it. Like if you don't have a lot of money, dude, I have flipped accounts, I've flipped baby accounts, I've flipped big accounts. Like this is an opportunity to have little less money than you're, you know, having coming in and actually trade with a bigger account. It is and it can be useful, but only if you have proper risk management. But it can also be extremely risky if you have no emotional control and you are very impulsive and you don't have, you know, a proper strategy. And this is where people get really confused. They think margin and they think, okay, I'm borrowing money from some bank, right? I get this question all the time. Hey Cam, if I'm trying to trade and I lose money, who do I owe, right? What do I owe? The thing about leverage trading in crypto is it's way different than leverage trading for whatever it is in Robinhood or some stock market account, where margin there means you're literally borrowing money from a bank or some institution. And if you lose that money that you fucking borrowed, you're fucked, but it's way different in crypto. The best way I can describe it is a $100 margin at 10x is a $1,000 position. Now, $100 is your entire cushion, meaning the most you can ever lose on your account is that $100. You can never go negative. You understand? I just want you guys to really understand that. If you have $100 in your account and you're trying to leverage trade and you're like, oh damn, like I'm gonna go a little bit higher on the leverage, you can't lose more than your $100. Your account will never go negative. You'll never owe anybody money. It's a very important distinction because margin, I mean, when you're hearing this shit, it just sounds like you owe someone something, but you can only ever lose what's in that account, which is very important. In places like Blowfin, where we do the automation program, you can actually set like certain amounts towards like certain parts of the app. So for the copy trading, you could set $100 in there if you want to copy trade with us. And if you want to trade spot, you can have $100 allocated to that. I'll throw up a picture of what I mean. There's different sections where you can put your money so you're not blowing it all on one point, and it'll only spend that amount that is in that section. And this is really the risk and the reward when it comes to leverage. I mean, each little increment that you go up on the leverage side, like the 1x to 5x to 10x, you can really make a lot more, but without proper risk management, you can also lose a ton. Now, I'll have a whole episode diving into risk management and my strategies personally, but it really does come down to emotion. And if you really aren't the most emotionally mature person, and this is gonna really drive you fucking crazy, you probably should stay away from this shit, at least leverage trading. So this is what I want you to remember. There's a couple rules for what's about to happen, right? Spot first. If you're just jumping into crypto, you have a couple options. You can either just trade spot, you know, buying some Bitcoin here, you know, selling some Bitcoin there. I would recommend against it for most beginners because if you don't have a lot of money coming in, you're not gonna make a lot of money. But if you are a big dog and you're having a couple hundred G's in your pocket, I mean, you can make some nice scalps on Bitcoin or XRP, where if you're buying a full Bitcoin or 2 full Bitcoin or some shit at 60,000 and it goes up to 65, you can make some money there. You know what I mean? But if you're not like that and you don't have that money, trading is definitely the opportunity for you. There's also stuff called funded accounts where I'm not partnered with anybody, by the way. I'm not going to advocate for anybody. There's a ton of funded people out there that use funded accounts, but you can pay for a prop firm challenge and try to pass the account because it'll give you like a couple rules that you have to follow and a couple like, profit targets that you have to hit to pass the account. And then you get funded with, $100,000 of virtual money, and it acts as if it's a real account, but you really have a couple options. You could spot, you could do that, you could leverage trade like we do, but I would recommend doing that. Just do a demo account or something. Just experiment a little bit. And then mentally, I would do something like this, short on paper, right? Like have an idea, right? So the best way I could describe this is go look at a chart like Bitcoin and mentally note where it's at, right? Like just fucking look at the chart and be like, okay, we're holding down here. This is a good opportunity. If we go back down, I'm gonna long. Mentally, just note it. Okay, if I were to take a long here, would I lose money, right? Like I believe everything's showing me on the charts that we're gonna hold. The whales are buying, we're still holding on, the levels are looking good, volume's looking good. Are we gonna go up from here? Do some shit like that. Open a demo account, play around. You could even long on demo accounts to see how you would do, but I would try that before you ever jump in personally and do the shit for yourself. Like I'm pretty sure I can stimulate a trade right now. I've never traded off TradingView, but I see people do it. Okay, so look, this is like a demo, for example. If you go on TradingView, which Lofin has a demo program as well, I'm pretty sure you could demo trade on there. But if I were to buy right here, right, and go to this paper trading one, you can connect it and you can see, okay, all right, I could buy here, I could sell here. You set your market order, your limit, your stops. I've actually never used this before, so this is me trying to figure this shit out live. I don't know what the fuck, this is kind of confusing, but this is a demo account. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I just ordered rejected. What the fuck? Brother, it's a fake account. Oh shit, there's no, oh. Sorry, I think I'm going a little too high. Let me go down a little bit. I'm gonna go to 300 units. Nope, that's still too much. Let's go to 3 units, okay? Fuck, all right. So there we go, we just bought. We did a fake buy order. This is a demo account. This is what I probably would do if you don't have any other exchange that has demo trading features, but you can see like, okay, if I bought here, this is what I make. I'm down fucking $24. I just bought resistance right here. Damn it, $72, we're down. It's just an example, okay? I didn't just take this trade. But you could go do this shit if you really want to understand how this stuff would work. Again, I don't know what the fuck this shit's talking about with units and stuff. I guess this is the amount of money I was just using. And I think I'm maxed out at 47,000 left. It's a lot easier on Blowfin, which by the way, if you want to trade with us, click the top link in the description, get an account. That's pretty much it in terms of longs and shorts. Now you understand what I mean. You can long the market, you can short the market. I know it's a simple concept, but some people genuinely don't understand that. And now you can make money in both directions with me and all the whales. If you want all the tools that we use, again, be on Market Mirror. We post all of our plays there, as well as you have all the tools, the liquidation maps, the fucking max pain indicators. You got all the good shit. And if you want to skip all of this, you want to skip to the easy part and have us trade for you, then DM us crypto on Instagram. We have something called the automation program where we automate all of our accounts to your account and you never have to trade again. It's not using bots. It's not using anything. It's using real trades that have been proven over the past 5 years using a lot of what we're teaching you today. And yeah, it's been a good time. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in episode 5. I really appreciate the support so far. Next episode, we're going to talk all about liquidations because it's so fucking important. And we're also going to talk about risk management. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you're new and I'll see you guys in the next video.